It is said that water is life. Water is probably the second most important human need after air. Provision of this essential commodity is one of the main mandates of Nyahururu Water and Sanitation Company. Like many water service providers, Nyahururu Water and Sanitation Company was established in the year 2002 under the Company Act Cap 486 of the laws of Kenya as an agent of Northern Water Services Board under the Water Act 2002.
As you recall, water was managed by the county councils then, and municipal councils, and the city councils. And it was very difficult to provide services. So water was the first element to be devolved even before devolution at 2002. And these reforms have been ongoing. And that is how Nyahururu Water and Sanitation Company was formed in 2002. Therefore, it's been in existence for the last 16 years as a water provider for Nyahururu town.
The company is led by a board of directors chaired by Mr. John Muthe.
The directors were inducted on their different roles, and one of the most important roles is to develop a strategic plan for the company. The other role is that they receive the reports from different committees, and in fact we have 3 committees in place. We have Finance and Administration Committee, we have the Technical Committee, we have Audit, Risk and Governance Committee.
The company serves an expansive area that comprises 4 major schemes, including Nyahururu, Rumuruti, Igwamiti and Marmanet. The process of providing safe, accessible and affordable water begins with water collection. Water is tapped at River Wasonarok and pumped by jump pumps against 150 meters of height to the water treatment plant 1.2 kilometers away. The raw water undergoes all the stages of purification as it gravitates through the system. To ensure standards are not compromised, samples are taken for safety tests in the laboratory within the plant, and still, other samples are taken to an external lab, mostly in Nyeri for comparison purposes.
At our treatment plant, we have a laboratory for quality monitoring. We usually carry out samples, failure samples from the failure sampling points. We analyze to see if that water is it okay for consumption.
After water has been treated, it is stored in huge storage tanks and then pumped to the homesteads and premises of the clients. The commercial department takes over and handles meter reading, billing and payment processing.
Our role starts where the technical department stops. After water production and distribution, we take over from the meter reading, billing, collection and customer care services. We also offer facilitation to the other departments of administration and technical services. We also do the accounting services for the organization and systems development.
The company also offers sewer services.
So we have a treatment plant which has a capacity to treat around 5,000 cubic meters per day. It was recently upgraded when water system was being upgraded, and we were able to add the capacity by half. So today we are able to treat all the sewage generated even up to the year 2030. So we have the capacity to treat all that sewage.
The sewage treatment plant has for many years remained to be a destination where many companies have visited to benchmark on sewerage technology.
In the sewage treatment plant, that is, we collect all the waters that have been used in the residential areas. We treat and then we dispose of. We have three stages in this section. We have the preliminaries, we have the primary, and we have the secondary. That is the kinds of the stages of our treatment.
The treatment plant uses a natural oxidation process to ensure that raw sewage is treated before disposing the waste back to the environment. The company insists the need to protect the ecosystem and so the lead manager at the site is mandated to take samples to the lab to ensure required sewerage standards are adhered to before disposing of waste.
We do natural treatment. We don't use any chemical in this area. We use the sun, we use the weed, we do a bit of manual work by putting out all these organic matters that comes with the water.
The company has achieved tremendous growth in the last 4 years. A number of projects have been undertaken. The major project has been the rehabilitation and expansion of the water treatment works, as well as the expansion of the main trunk lines to Laikipia University and a dedicated line to Rumuruti. The project was commissioned by His Excellency the President Uhuru Kenyatta. The company has also initiated a unique sanitation project at Maina Village in the outskirts of Nyahururu town with support from the Water Sector Trust Fund.
The aim of that project was to upscale basic sanitation for the urban poor. For Nyahururu town, we identified this locality, which is commonly known as Maina Village, as one of the areas where residents have low income. The design of the project was that each homestead was to construct their own toilets. And the formula we used to arrive at the number of toilets that were applicable in a given homestead were the people dwelling in that homestead. In each plot, the total population living within the plot was divided by 10. For example, if you had like 50 people living in a plot, you divide by 10, you get 5. So they could qualify for 5 toilets. Here, for example, we calculated the people who live here. They were 28. You divide by 10, you get 2.8. So we used to add 1 in case of you have excess. Like here, they now qualified for 3 doors. As you can see, we've constructed, or rather, the owner of the homestead constructed 3 doors toilet. And for each door, he was compensated 20,000 shillings. So for this particular one, the owner was compensated 60,000 shillings.
The company has also commissioned a filtration center and treatment works in Rumuruti and developed a water pipe network, providing water to the residents of the town and the neighboring areas. This was funded by the World Bank through the Northern Water Services Board. What makes Nyahururu Water and Sanitation Company stand out is a great investment in ICT. The company procured ICT services from Smart People Africa Limited through a competitive process that has revolutionized the company in a great way.
We have automated most of our processes since we procured a new ERP last year. Our meter reading is done via mobile phones. Once the meter readers have done the meter reading, the readings are relayed directly to our system and the billing is instant. Although we hold the bills until the end of the month, where we dispatch all the bills. After the customer receives their bill, they can pay either via M-Pesa, Equity Bank, or Family Bank. After a customer pays, they receive a notification informing them that they have successfully paid.
Customers no longer need to walk miles to report an issue or do a balance inquiry. At the comfort of their seats, customers can query their balance and make right choices. The company relies on the customer relationship management tool to interact with customers' complaints. Every time a customer raises an issue either through SMS or phone call, the system raises a ticket and immediately receives a ticket number under which the issue reported is tracked. The ticket is assigned to an individual or several persons who are mandated to resolve the issue. Once the issue is resolved, the ticket is closed and the customer gets the notification via SMS immediately. Non-revenue water is one of the greatest contributors to loss of revenue in many water service providers.
The major challenge is what we call the non-revenue water. Water that is consumed but does not translate into money because either it was consumed illegally or it was lost through physical losses, that is bursts and leakages.
Our future plans are to try to improve the old systems
With the current ICT infrastructure, the company can do maintenance on time, especially when major burst is reported. In addition, the company established non-revenue water zones, which have greatly helped the company reduce revenue loss. The employees have not been left behind too. Internal communication has been easy, such that even the personnel working at the scheme can work as they were in the headquarters. Today, it is possible for an employee working at the farthest point to apply for a leave online and get approval on the same date from Human Resources Manager. Top management can track issues wherever they are through a mobile dashboard that helps to inform the management in case of any eventuality.
From my cell phone, I can tell you where was water leaks today. Right now, I'm just from Nyanyuki. I just have to log in to Nyahuwasco, and you can say leakage near account number 022-4-1523, Town B. That is the zone. Ticket number 300 issued to Kebera.
Due to investment in technology, the company revenue has grown due to reduced water loss, elimination of human error caused by paperwork, elimination of corruption and fraud at cash collection offices. The company is also in the process of GIS mapping the pipeline and sewerage system.
Mapping will help in identifying where the pipeline network is passing through, and hence, as we go on with the GIS project, we'll be able to determine the amount of bursts. We're going also to know where the specific leaks and bursts occur.
Human Resource is the engine that drives the company activities. Catherine Karaoke is the Human Resources Manager.
My work entails formulating policies and making sure that they're implemented, ensuring that the work environment is conducive for the personnel, ensuring that recruitment process is followed as per the human resource policy, and also supervision of staff.
The management has created a friendly environment where the staff are empowered and treated in a dignified manner.
The company carries out training and development for all staff in all categories, in all departments, through internal or in-house training or external. For in-house, we hire a consultant like from Kerry and other experts. They come and train meter readers, plumbers, and chemical attendants. For conferences and seminars, maybe we send a few people to go and represent the whole company in such conferences, depending on the nature of conference or seminar.
I enjoy working in this company because I have gained experience a lot in my field. And also a good relationship with the staff.
The company faces various challenges in the course of undertaking its work.
We're coming from a history where these installations were done several years ago. And so there is a mix-up on the lines crossing. And therefore you could get a consumer who is taking water from more than one line. And therefore there are others who have got what we call bypasses and illegal connections.
The major one is insufficient funding due to the tariff system set out by law.
As you know, in our company, we are only able to break even. We are not supposed to generate any profit, and our tariff is set in such a way that you don't have any surplus. So when it comes to extension of sewer lines and even the water supply lines, we have to look for donors, and we have to even seek funding from elsewhere.
The minimum funding that we get is mainly in terms of major investment, where the government now comes and does a huge project, or the Water Services Board does a major project for us. But all our recurrent expenditure must be borne from our internal sources of funds. So you've got to be very efficient in terms of generating the revenue so that you're able to pay for the services on time.
Another challenge is illegal connections and costly power bills. However, the management is addressing this challenge innovatively.
To cut the cost, we must convert our production units. Even if not 100% solar, we would want them to be around 50% solar.
The company has been recognized widely for its great service delivery practices. In the year 2015, the company was recognized in the category of Best Utility in Economic Efficiency during the WASREB Awards. The success witnessed by the company has been occasioned by the support of various partners and especially the Office of the Governor, Laikipia County, His Excellency Nderitu Mureithi.
I'm also very grateful because the county government has been supportive. In other counties, water companies are in conflict with other organs of the county government. Here in Laikipia, we are very happy. We have a government that is responsive, that also addresses issues that goes to them, reaches their desk.
Other partners include the Water Services Regulatory Board, WASREB, Water Sector Trust Fund, National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, African Development Bank, the World Bank, among others.
The Nyahururu Water Company will continue providing the services we have been providing. That is making you access clean and affordable water.
We are grateful to our partners for their support and our customers for their cooperation. With the blessing of His Excellency the Governor Nderitu Mureithi, the guidance of the Board of Directors led by the Chairman Mr. John Muthe, and the stewardship of the management and staff under the leadership of the Managing Director Mr. Bernard Moura, Nyahururu Water and Sewerage Company is soaring high.